What's good, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. So we're back to here for another video. In this video, I'm going to go over the stimulus. Really quick video, just an update. We got a couple things that came out. Before we begin, Khabib. If you guys are into MMA, I'm more of a casual watcher, but this was definitely impressive. He choked out Justin Gaethje in the second round via submission, and he announced his retirement, guys. So one of the GOATs of all time, easily one of the best to do it. I mean, it was pretty impressive. In the second round, just choked him out, and that was it. And real quick here, he doesn't want to continue because his father passed, and his dad was actually battling with the bug. So go figure. At the end of the match, he was crying, and he basically said he's going to retire. 29-0, undefeated, right? 29 in a row. He hasn't lost, no draws, nothing. So defeated McGregor and some other dude, and Gaethje. Poirier, I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, I use this as an example, guys. The best in the world, the GOAT, going out on top. Try to find your craft and be the best at your craft. But yeah, definitely impressive. He's got great mixed martial arts skills. I mean, very impressive. All right, now let's continue on here. Okay, here. So, in case you guys have not already voted, I'm going to put this webpage up until the election, okay? Vote.org. You got any questions, go here. You need to know your polling place, your early voting locations, your drop box, your ballot information, your registration, register to vote, vote by mail, get election reminders, pledge to register, become a poll worker. Whatever you need, it's here, and it has information for you guys by state. So depending on which state you're in, we got all states right here. It gives you the dates, the rules, and then you come all the way down, and it's got some information if you want to shop and buy stuff, I guess. So if you want to donate, register your time. We got 9 days, guys. 9 days until we got one of the biggest elections we've had in recent times. And yeah, if you're able to vote and something that you think is important, it is important. These guys are both Biden and Trump. I don't care what your views are, which side you're on. Both these guys have kind of different visions for where they want to go in the future, and the debate kind of showed it. So depending on which way you're leaning, you might not agree with everything 100%, but one of these two guys is going to be president in 9 days. Okay, so that's more information on that. Now we're going to transition here real quick. Twitter page, if you guys are not already following me, go ahead and follow me. This is Twitter. A lot of good information. I post daily things about lifting, things about my dividends, if I buy some Pokemon cards, all that good stuff. Follow me. If you have questions, comments, concerns, this is the best way so you guys can leave whatever you got, and then I'll respond hopefully by the end of the day. That's my goal. Right now, it's not too overwhelming with my inbox, so I can respond. But down the line, if I get a lot of requests and emails, it might be more difficult. But for now, go ahead and follow. And my latest tweet was about Khabib. So basically, he announced his retirement, and he is going out as the GOAT. He made it look easy with a second-round submission. First fight without his dad, and you can see he's very emotional. Dedicate yourself to your craft and go out as the GOAT. Okay? That's the message for the day. Let's continue on here. Alright guys, the stimulus talks. So, we've been hearing a lot of different news going on, right? Pelosi says one thing. Trump says one thing. Biden says one thing. The news says something. You hear Wolf Blitzer interviewing Pelosi in the story. It's a whole bunch of different narratives, guys. But I'm going to give you guys the latest information of what we have so far. The likelihood of getting another check in the next 2 weeks before the election. Okay. The White House and Democrats have made some progress in their talks to provide another round of checks before November 3rd election. Pelosi and Mnuchin had a 45-minute conversation Tuesday to discuss a potential bug relief package. Analysts worry there's not enough time to come to terms on a deal before the election. Democrats want $2.2 trillion, while the White House is offering a number at $1.9 trillion. That's pretty close, guys. 1.9, 2.2. They've come a long way, though. You gotta give these guys some credit. They're not always on vacation, okay? Sometimes they're working. They're working on a deal to help people out. But yeah, those checks would definitely help a lot of people, because people are struggling right now. You see it on the news. If you drive in the neighborhoods, drive in other cities, you can see it. People are definitely struggling. Places are slow. Business is slow. A lot of businesses, they can't even open depending on which state you're in. So if you're one of those states where you can't open, or you're opened in a limited capacity, some relief aid package may help you guys out. So hopefully something gets done, and then people can hopefully keep the doors open and keep employees hired and all that good stuff. The economy gets going, right? That's what we need. Now, what has Mnuchin got to say? This is from the Washington Post. This previous one was from CNBC. Mnuchin, here we go. Mnuchin downbeat on economic relief talks with Pelosi as clock runs out ahead of election. I thought Pelosi had a deadline too, guys. She said she had a deadline for when she wants it done, but clearly it didn't happen. So either something's going to get done or it's going to wait. Now look at this, guys. U.S. hits all-time high in new bug cases, exceeding 80,000 in a day, guys. So I hate to break it to you guys, but the situation is not looking too good right now, guys. Our numbers are still exceeding at a very high rate, and it might be a matter of time before some states decide to shut down again. And if Biden's elected, based on what he said in his debate, although he wasn't very clear, he's open to the idea of shutdowns. Trump said he's not going to shut down. So if Biden gets elected, I'm not a legal expert, guys. I don't know if Biden can legally shut down all the states unilaterally. I don't think he can because it's a state and federal thing. But just keep that out there, guys, okay? So if Biden wins, he's probably going to go towards a shutdown. Trump wants to leave things open and let businesses do their thing. Pelosi has dug in and significant differences remain. Pelosi still voicing optimism. Okay, that's not good, guys. You have to be optimistic in a negotiation. See, guys, I don't like this. What does this mean? Be optimistic in negotiation? That just sounds like a word salad. What's the action? We need action, guys, okay? People are struggling, and these talks are not helping. They need to do something. Okay, let's continue on. See what else we got. Mnuchin said that if Pelosi wants to compromise, they can get a deal. Pelosi said essentially the same thing about President Trump. Everybody's pointing fingers. I like to see the people get the money, Trump said at the event. I don't think she wants the people to get the money before the election. I don't think that's a good point for her. And like I said, guys, that CNN, Wolf Blitzer, Pelosi thing, that changed the whole landscape, guys, because it kind of exposed Pelosi for not really making the deal. Wolf Blitzer was pressing questions that were pretty good questions, and she didn't really have too many good answers for him. So we'll see what ends up happening. But it looks like Pelosi has a lot of pressure right now on her. A lot of pressure. And yeah, if this thing get passed before the election, it's probably going to make Trump look a lot better. So she probably doesn't want that. That's probably part of it. Come on, 1.9 to 2.2, it's like right there. That's not a big difference. You just got to cut a couple things here and there and get the deal done. But like I said, she probably doesn't want Trump to look good at all. So anyways, McConnell tried to advance a much smaller $500 billion bill on the Senate floor, but Democrats blocked it. Senate Republicans have been chafing at the compromises Mnuchin has been making in order to strike a much bigger deal with Pelosi. Pelosi said the key to a deal would be Trump applying pressure to Senate Republicans, something he has not done in any significant way. Alright, so one side saying it's the Democrats, one side is saying it's the Republicans. Let's continue on here. The New York Post, Trump, Mnuchin say ball is in Pelosi's court in bug stimulus negotiations. So there you go. We're saying that Pelosi's in charge of this thing right now. We've offered compromise. The speaker on a number of issues has still dug in. If she wants to compromise, there will be a deal, Mnuchin said. We've made lots of progress in lots of areas, but there are still significant differences that we are working on, he went on. Okay? So, like I said, the 1.8, 3.3 Republicans in Congress unwilling to support anything higher than $2 trillion. This is kind of where we are at. The fifth wave of the relief will pass Congress before the election has essentially faded, prompting a fierce round of finger-pointing. Yes, everybody's pointing fingers, but Trump on Friday said the speaker was trying to secure funding for matters unrelated to the bug and claimed she didn't want to reach a deal before the election. I think Nancy would rather wait until after the election. She thinks it's a good point for the election, but I think it's against her because the American people know it's her that's stopping the money going to them. Okay, so there you have it. I mean, that's pretty clear to me. That's Trump's point of view. And let's see what we got. Pelosi said she's optimistic, but like I said, that's not really going to help us out too much. Pressure is increasing for the speaker to take the offer, with CNN anchor Wolf Blitzer grilling Pelosi in a fiery interview earlier this month over why she wouldn't accept $1.8 trillion offered by Mnuchin. So I think you click on the link, it'll take you to the video if you guys have not seen it. But like I said, I was shocked. When do you ever see CNN and Pelosi going at it? I mean, that's unheard of, right? I mean, they just say Trump and then they just say whatever they can to go towards Trump and Republicans, but it was very, very interesting the route they took. Okay, second stimulus check update. Pelosi Mnuchin trade blame as likelihood for bug relief package is very, very slim. And this article from the Chicago Tribune is from October 24th. Today is the 24th, so this is fresh off the press, guys. Fresh. Like I said, we're going to give you guys up-to-date information so you guys can plan accordingly and make financial decisions you got to make, because we live in tough times. We could do that before the election if the president wants to, Pelosi said Friday in an interview on MSNBC. We've offered compromises. Mnuchin told reporters to speak on a number of issues and still dug in. If she wants to compromise, there will be a deal. Okay, so basically it looks like we have the same type of information. They're saying it's Pelosi's fault. Pelosi's saying it's their fault, okay? And like I said, personally, I don't see this thing passing. We are only a couple ways from the election. It does not make a whole lot of sense for this thing to pass now, unless, like I said, we got these. Look at this. This is from Chicago Tribune. The bug in Illinois updates. Spike in newly confirmed daily cases brings a new state record. 6,161 and 63 more deceased reported. Positive rate climbs to 6%. And this is not unheard of, guys. I mean, you're seeing this all over the place with numbers that are going through the roof of people who are getting it. And yeah, the chart is not going in the right direction, guys. Numbers are going up. And like I said, if Joe Biden wins, who knows if maybe via executive decision he tries to shut everything down, if he can do it, declare a national emergency, state of emergency, whatever, and shut things down. I don't know if you can do that or not, but it looks like that's the route we might be heading if Biden wins, and Trump might just ride the wave and hope for the best, I guess. Just have businesses operate and try to see what they can do. So anyways, guys, that's a quick update. The bug number is climbing. Pelosi still doesn't have a deal, and they're all blaming each other. And we got 2 weeks until election day. And remember, guys, vote.org for more information in case you need it. Alright, guys, just want to make a quick video, get you guys an update. But that's going to be the video. As always, if you're not subscribed, don't forget to click on the icon. And if you're not already following, what are you guys waiting for? Subscribe, like the video, follow, all that good stuff. Okay, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.